So hey to anybody who might be randomly watching this, not that anybody and their mother knows that I'm, out there at this point. This is only my second live stream. But as the title says, I feel the need to suddenly bitch. So I was watching a documentary on Netflix. It surrounds the issue of illegal immigration. And I know by a lot of people's definitions, I am very close-minded towards illegals. And I realize and acknowledge that, blah, blah, blah. And so that's why I was watching this documentary, to try to, broaden my viewpoint, et cetera, et cetera. Well, within the first 5 minutes, I already wanted to throw my laptop out the window or against the wall, something. I guess against the wall. Out the window wouldn't have been half as satisfying, LOL. So, the reason for that is because I found out from a that the documentarists, if that's a word, used for this series, or interviewed, I should say, not used. That's a really mean word. Sorry. So they were interviewing this lawyer. She was a woman, and I don't remember her name. I don't remember any of the lawyers' names from that the episodes I've watched for, except Megan somebody, just because she was the main one or whatever. Anyway, there was this lawyer, and she informed the viewers that it has not always been ICE policy to detain pregnant women. And that just pissed me the hell off to no degree. The reason I say that is because if you look at our own citizens, you see pregnant women in jail cells all across the country if they've been dealing coke or something while pregnant. That is their, punishment for being illegal lawbreakers or whatever. But oh no, all the freaking lefties go up in arms every time a freaking pregnant illegal is detained. I find it completely bullshit and completely hypocritical. In one of the episodes of this documentary, I had to laugh to myself because there was this protest shot or whatever, right? And all the protesters are marching on Washington because President Trump's cabinet or office, or whatever you want me to call it, threatened to repeal DACA. And I don't really care one way or another on that. I really don't. If that makes me an evil little bitch, then so be it. But I don't care one way or another on that. And so it was, a shot of the protesters marching on Washington to not get DACA repealed or whatever, to protest it. And in the corner of one of the shots of the protest, you see this Republican in a plastic cape with the red Democratic donkey on it, holding a sign saying, "Our citizens' children first." And I could not agree more, or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words, but that was the general point of it. And I could not fucking agree more. I wish I could have been right there with him in that moment, in that shot, whatever, because I could not fucking agree more with that guy. Because it's like I've been saying since day one of Obama's second term, I think it was, that there is something really fucking wrong in this country if Americans are more fucking concerned with freaking illegals than their own citizens' plights. That is just beyond messed up to me. And that's how it's been, as far as I can tell, since I was in middle school going on at this, or maybe high school. I'll be nice, high school. So fucking, I'm 31 now, so at least going on 15 fucking years ago. So yeah, I mean, how the fuck can somebody say I'm proud to be American right now? I couldn't. I really fucking couldn't. I wouldn't, in fact, because it would be a fucking lie. This is not the kind of country I want to live in. It's not. Like President Trump says, if you don't fucking like the laws, go fucking back to where you fucking come from. And if that's racist, too fucking bad. I don't give a rat's ass. If you don't like it, you can leave. It's as simple as fucking that. I thought President Trump summed it very nicely, actually. And so, yeah, this is just pissing me off more and more each day. And everybody's like, oh, well, the real problem is too harsh immigration. I don't fucking think so, people. The real issue is immigrants acting like America is their own fucking welcome mat, and it's not. Like, you should have seen the fucking incredible ungratefulness of these freaking immigrants they were fucking interviewing for this documentary series. It was unfucking real to me how fucking ungrateful and how fucking self-serving they were or whatever. It was absolutely disgusting and disgraceful to me. Like, they had no fucking respect for anything. They thought they were just entitled to still stay here. It was fucking disgusting to me. And yet everybody says, oh yeah, you support. I don't think so. I wouldn't want to support somebody that fucking rude, especially the damn Muslims. Do not get me started about the damn fucking Muslims. Oh my God. They act worse than anybody else in my fucking opinion. And yet everybody says, oh no, we need fucking looser immigration laws. Oh hell no, we do not. I am scared if we got any loose. If we had, I would be scared for my life. Literally, I already am scared for my life right now. I think Satan, rather, I'm a Satanist now. I switched from Christianity to Satanism. I think Satan now that we have President Trump to, set things straight, because I wouldn't want to fucking be living in this country otherwise. I still don't want to be. I'm still scared for my life, but I'm way more fucking comfortable with Trump in the office than some idiot Yahoo like Clinton or fucking Sanders. If we fucking vote Sanders in, we are going to be looking at hell on earth. I swear to God. Sanders is the biggest piece of crock I have ever fucking seen in my life. And I'm a Vermonter. I'm a natural born Vermonter, and I still fucking hate the guy. Please do not vote Sanders into presidency. Please, 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 please do not kill our country. Please do not kill our country. If I do one thing for this country before I die, I would pray like hell I could somehow magically make it so Sanders was not fucking voted into office, because no, he is just going to totally wreck this country. He is so unsafe. He is so off his rocker. He is so unstable. I didn't mean to say unsafe. I meant to say unstable. Same idea though. And I would have to sleep with a gun under my pillow at that point. I think I really would. If Sanders gets into office, I think I would start sleeping with a gun under my pillow. I wanted to second round of Obama. I really fucking did. So, there are two reasons I say this. One is because Sanders doesn't have a fucking real life clue about anything. He has been stuck in a fucking senator's chair in the middle of a closed off room for 40 plus years now, and he doesn't have a fucking clue how things work in the real world, in my opinion. You know how everybody's bitching about how Donald Trump doesn't have a clue about, what diplomacy is and how shit works? Well, Sanders is just as stupid. I hate to break it to you. He has even less exposure and experience in the areas of presidency than Donald Trump did, in my opinion. And I say that because, like I just said, all he's known for 40 fucking plus years is a fucking Senate seat in the fucking middle of a closed, when I say closed off, I mean you can get into it, but you're not out in public going around, doing things in real time, blah, 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 however the hell you want to look at it. So that's my first reason why I don't want to see Sanders in the fucking Oval Office. And the second reason is because I think China has proven at this point that things like communism / socialism just don't fucking work. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that if we had Sanders in the White House, we'd have more, ICE appeals, or I'm saying that's wrong. I think we would have less ICE involvement, rather, obviously, and I don't think that's a good thing. I don't. I think if we were to fucking vote him in, we would be looking at Chaos Central 101, legit. Besides, I don't know if people realize this, but socialism costs you your bottom dollar majorly. I have looked into socialist countries like Sweden and Denmark, and tax rates over there are 60%. Do you want to be paying fucking 60% in taxes? Because I sure as hell don't. No, sorry. No, when I get out of college and start having a job, I do not fucking want to be paying 60% of my wages to taxes. No, sorry. So, if you want to give up all your money for, in my opinion, very little return, go for it. But I think we're doing fine without Medicare for all. I think we're doing fine without all the bullshit he's spouting. And again, if you want to see your borders overrun with unstable illegals who we have no idea about, yes, please vote for Sanders. Otherwise, please vote for anybody else. I'd even be happy with Biden no, not Biden, fuck Biden. Yang probably, for fuck's sake, but not fucking Sanders. Anyway, back to the original point, the illegal immigration thing. So I was watching this documentary, and it just kept making me more and more pissed that the hippy-dippy lefties are saying, oh, Trump is such a fucking, load of shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry that you don't respect his, but his, self-proclaimed duty to keep you all safe, you freaking ingrates. I'm sorry you don't approve that he actually has a clue about what the hell is going on out there. And I'm sorry you all are so freaking, tied up in your own little, save the illegals cause or, whatever, that you can't actually, get your head out of it long enough to see the bigger picture. And that is the following, that if you were to freaking do your research and look at other countries, especially places with high Muslim immigration populations, they are going down the shitter fast. I have friends over in the Netherlands, and I have had reports multiple times at this point of there are right now, as I speak, Muslim fucking ghettos over there where the police don't even tread. The police are fucking afraid to go. Does that sound like something you want marching down Main Street America? I don't fucking think so. I would hope not anyway, if you're actually a patriot. So yeah, again, don't vote for Sanders. And yeah, like I said, I just need a fucking bitch, because I cannot believe everybody and their freaking idiot mother are so freaking, hung up over Trump's, beefing up of ICE, involvement in our country, or however you want me to say it. But I feel really seriously like the Democrats don't have a damn idea, because of things like Kate's Law, for example. I think it was called Kate's Law. So there was the need for the Californian government to pass a bill because some random illegal killed a woman in California. I don't know all the circumstances, and I don't feel like I need to know to say that we do not need freaking crazy illegals killing our own citizens. That's just nuts. And yeah, I think it's called Kate's Bill or Kate's Law, if you guys want to look it up, but it's true. It's true. So yeah, if you want more of that type of shit, please vote for Sanders. If not, please vote for anybody else except Biden. Sanders and Biden out, anybody else in. Because Biden wants Medicare for all too, and I think he's a freaking idiot for it. Even though this is off topic, I will explain why I think Medicare for all is a freaking, fucking farce or whatever. I don't like the idea for Medicare for all, even though I will totally come clean and self-disclose that I am a Medicare member myself right now, because of the following. I think that, one, we do not need the $10 billion deficit it is going to cost us for very little fucking reason or need for it. Because theoretically, unless I'm missing something right now, anyone, as long as they can show eligibility, can get on Medicare anyway. So why the fuck do we need to take away private citizens' options for healthcare? That's bullshit. I don't see why it doesn't still work the way it works now. Because seriously, even if someone like me who's on Social Security income, supplemental income, whatever the hell you want to call it, I'm autistic, so yeah. They don't need. People like me do not. People like me can prove that we have an issue and get on it. So in theory, anybody else should be able to do the same. So I don't see it as a broken system. I really freaking don't. Maybe I'm missing something, but any system has its kinks in this country because America's so fucking backwards and broken anyway. Don't hate the system, hate the players, people, because you people voted all this crap into working in the first place by, agreeing to stay on the founding fathers' plan of governance versus, changing it to an actual, democracy versus a republic. Nobody seems to fucking get that we're a republic, not a democracy. And if we were an actual democracy, things could and would be a lot fucking different in this country. So yeah, if you don't like the current standing of things, don't blame the game, blame the players. That being said, though, the reason I think Medicare is a lark, Medicare for all is a lark rather, is because even someone like me, who is on less than $1,000 a month for living expenses, et cetera, could, in theory, if need be, buy a supplemental privatized health insurance plan. I can still afford it. If I can afford it on less than $1,000 a month, I think anybody could. And again, that's why I do not see why the hell there needs to be a Medicare for all thing, for fuck's sake. I just think that's fucking ridiculous, frankly. And I really feel that the government is going too far there and overstepping its boundaries in terms of, pulling private health insurance off the market or whatever. I think, Medicare sucks right now anyway. Like, if I were to actually get cancer or something else, I would be looking at fucking huge copays I probably couldn't freaking, cover anyway. I would need supplemental insurance anyway. At least, and maybe that's the point. Maybe they want to do away with current Medicare, rules, but nobody says that. They just want Medicare for all, so I assume they mean the current way it is, and that wouldn't fucking really help anything anyway. At least from my research that I've done into things like that. So yeah, why the hell do we need Medicare for all? But anyway, back to the real problem, or the real issue I was on this thing for. Illegal immigration. Once again, I was watching this documentary series to try to, broaden my horizons about the illegal situation, blah, blah, blah. And I just can't see anything but ungrateful ingrates. I really can't, because all they did in every single, video I saw was bitch about how they were going to get deported, blah, blah, blah. Well, one, you're not supposed to be here anyway if you're an illegal. And two, if you don't like how things are, then go pick a different country to, illegally hide out in. Because frankly, I don't think, people who are not America loyal should be allowed to stay here, but that's just me. Yeah, they were all talking about how America did this to them and America did that to them, blah, 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 and how all they want to do is stay. Well, if you wanted to stay, or no, let me put it this way. If you want to stay, rather, you should have to fucking respect the laws of America too. Not, bitch, we all do, because we're fucking, law-abiding citizens. And that's what I expect, everybody to expect. Obviously, that's not the case, unfortunately, or else we wouldn't have illegals still staying here. But yeah, it just makes me really pissed off that in every single episode of this series, and it's called Living Undocumented, I believe, that they seem so self-entitled and so fucking, I don't even know how the hell to put it, but it was just awful. Like, if I had acted as self-entitled as they acted as a child, I would have gotten spanked. Let's put it that way, okay? Let's put it that way. Lastly, before I close this up, I want to say one more thing. Oh shit, I think it just went out of my head. Oh, God, what the hell was it? Oh, fuck. Shit. Shit, I can't come up with it. Well, I guess I'm going to end it then. Peace out, all. Love and kisses.